to April? What's the...
Well, first shot. The President's directive was to get first shot into teachers, and we're going to extend that, as was said, to related staff by the end of the month. That's the goal. With the municipalities and the state working together, I believe that's going to happen.
Governor, just a couple of weeks ago, the state health department announced the intention to move away from the locust clinics because it's slowing down vaccine distribution, and that the state-run mass sites were what sped it up. What happened, and do you expect things to slow back down again with this plan now sending a lot of vaccine to 30 cities and towns?
Well, first, let's make it very clear. Every time we get a vaccine dose in the state, we want to get it into somebody's arm as quickly as we can. So, you know, we don't want to be slow just so we could be fast later. Or you know, right now, that's the goal. As far as the local engagement, that's an extension of what we've been doing on the state level on the state sites. So the state sites are going to be important, and so are the local sites. This particular one, we'll have to be talking to Governor Lamont in Connecticut a week and a half ago when they announced they went site-specific, and that's where the idea came from, to make sure, hey, let's talk to our municipal leaders, see whether we can be site-specific, like we hear at St. Anthony's today with the city of Pawtucket.
Governor, how many doses total are going to school staff and childcare? And is it a negative thing to not get those doses sooner to folks who have underlying health conditions and are over 60?
Well, I think there was mentioned a little over 18,000 doses are going to go into our school and school staff. And as far as the issue, look, teachers are a priority because our students are one of our top priorities, if not our top priority in the state. So, end of story there. That's why people in the state of Rhode Island will fully understand what we're doing here today. Bill?
Governor, is this sort of a template that we might see as we move towards the summer for other sectors, grocery store workers, et cetera, around the state, where you're going to engage municipalities and sort of have a career-oriented vaccination program?
So let's talk about the amount of vaccine that's going to be coming very fast. The President said that we're going to have enough by the end of May. So this is why we need to build our capacity and then use that capacity as the amount of vaccine comes into the state of Rhode Island. And all those areas, we're hopeful that we're going to be hitting those areas well before the summer, because we want to make sure that we're open for our economy this summer.
You say that teachers are a priority right now, but what do you have to say to people who have underlying health conditions, people who have cancer and they can't get their shots, but teachers are a priority when we know that those at high risk, it's more fatal for them?
What I would say to them is make your appointments. The schedule, as Dr. Alexander Scott said, is continuing to be the same schedule it was before. Make your appointments at the state sites, and then as the municipal regional sites open up, make your appointments. And those are going very fast. So, you know, get online like my wife Susan and I did a week ago and made our appointment because we were in that category of 65 and older. Any questions?
Governor, as far as that percentage of people who actually are taking the shot when it's available, how does that affect your supply? I think the doctor mentioned 7% of the school staff who've been offered it have taken it so far. How does that affect the supply? Does that mean more people could get it later on if they don't take those shots when they're available to them?
I'm not understanding the question.
The percentage of people who are eligible but then actually get the shot. The doctors mentioned how many people were actually taking the shot when it was offered to them. And how does that affect your overall supply as far as moving?
Are you talking specifically into the teachers?
Any of those?
So yeah, I mean, I think I understand what you're saying. We got to let people know they got to take the shot. I know there's some hesitancy out there. We're going to be working hard as the health department is right now to make sure that everybody understands that to be safe and to protect yourself from going into the hospital or, you know, sadly having you know, deaths in your family, take the shot. So if there's hesitancy out there, we need to go overcome that, and we got to do what we have to do to make sure that people understand. And I'll also say on the teachers, they're some of the most respected people in their communities. So when they come up and they step up and take their shot, the people that they impact and the people they have influence over are going to be taking their shot as well because of that leadership.
You said make appointments, but there's people who are under
Please.
65 years old.
Is there hesitancy among teachers
I think that, yeah, they can, I'll give up the mic now, and if somebody wants to take that question, but hopefully they're not. But I think just like in any community, regardless of what it is, there's some people who are saying that they might not want to take the shot. We got to convince them that they're going to be safe, they're going to save lives and keep people out of the hospital, and get kids back into the classroom and get our businesses back into business. I'll open up the podium to anybody else.
I've heard that teachers are clamoring for the shot. I haven't heard much public resistance.
There is a microphone, please.
All right, time for 2 more questions.
Governor, the decision to have this in Pawtucket was Pawtucket.
Let me answer the question.
I would say that, in my experience, the teachers are clamoring to get the shots. They have been for several months, just because of the safety of the schools and the congregate settings they're in. So I don't believe that, there will be probably some people who may resist it, but I say overwhelmingly the teachers are thrilled. And evidence of that is that when CVS and Walgreens opened up, people immediately went on and got as many shots as they could.
One of the students learn a little bit more about the Providence Clinic. It says that starting this week that they can call. We have some of, 2,000 teachers. Do you have the capacity to have those teachers all calling that day? Is it just that hotline number, or can you go online? No, it's
America, go on the podium, please.
So it's that number, and what's going to happen is that they have multiple people manning it, so that they will schedule it, and it's set up to be 2 days, right? So that those days are designated for teachers, and they will work with the school staff, with the schools, to make sure that all those appointments are set up.
Will this announcement bring you closer to getting a hard deadline to get everyone back full time like Massachusetts has?
Well, so let me clarify something. Massachusetts is not all back, so I need to make that very clear. We have been back. Massachusetts is starting to come back, right? So I think where we are hybrid is the places where the CDC guidelines does not allow us to be back. So I don't want anyone comparing us to Massachusetts, because we have been in a different place than Massachusetts.
Governor, can you please reiterate, before you said it's you make an appointment, but there's people who have high risk that are under 65 years old, and I think people in Rhode Island deserve answers. Why are teachers more of a priority than those people younger?
I've answered the question. They can get online and make the appointments, and the schedule that has been set up by Dr. Alexander Scott and the Health Department is intact. So we're encouraging people to make the appointments, and when 60 and 64 opens up, I think in mid-March, I believe that's the date, they're going to be able to make those appointments, and those people who are dealing with certain health conditions, they're going to be able to make those appointments.
Why exactly Pawtucket has less in-person school than any other district, and received some criticism from Governor Raimondo? Was the decision to have this here related in any way to Pawtucket?
No, the decision to have it here is because of the leadership in the community and led by Mayor Grebbing that could put this together. But take a look at what you have up in front of you here right now. I understand there was a pretty large speaking program, but there's a lot of people connected into this, and I probably could have had more. So I knew that the mayor could put this together, and that's why we're here.